The story begins in Barcelona, a high school classroom. A teacher asks a student named Raquel to read her story aloud to the class, but Raquel refuses, claiming she didn't write anything. A classmate points out she is hiding a piece of paper, but Raquel snaps, insisting it is nothing. Raquel's inner thoughts reveal her secret. She's not just a student, but also the narrator of a story she's afraid to share. Her story starts at her house, a modest home located right next to the Hidalgo mansion. The Hidalgos are more than just neighbors. They own Alpha 3, a powerful company in the country, with its headquarters in a towering skyscraper that stands out in the city. Alpha 3 signifies the empire's three heirs: Artemis, the detached eldest brother; Apollo, the amiable youngest; and Ares, the middle brother. Raquel describes Ares as a Greek god who seems out of place on Earth. She confesses to an intense fascination with him, keeping a hard drive full of secretly obtained photos and information about his daily routine, exercise habits and whereabouts. Even with this extensive digital collection, they have never spoken to each other. Raquel's habit of spying is interrupted when her Wi-Fi fails. She goes outside and discovers a young man using her connection. It's Apollo Hidalgo, the youngest brother in the family. He thanks her for the password, explaining that the signal is stronger outside his large house. He mentions that his brother, Ares, said Raquel gave him the password. Raquel is shocked because she has never even talked to Ares. Later, Raquel looks at her computer. The password was 4R35GR33KG0D, Ares Greek god. She understands that Ares figured out her password. That night, Raquel finds Ares lounging in her garden, using her internet again. She confronts him, accusing him of stealing her Wi-Fi without permission. Ares is arrogant, admitting he hacked her computer because his connection was down. He leans in, revealing he saw the stuff on her computer, the photos, the tracking data, and the obsession. He mocks her, calling her a witch and telling her he will not turn down the music before walking away with a smirk. Raquel, furious but thrilled by the interaction, refuses to back down. She declares that he messed with the wrong neighbor. In school, Raquel spends time with her two best friends, Daniela and Yoshi. Yoshi has a crush on Raquel, but she doesn't know it, even though everyone else does. He often jokes about their wedding having low costs, unaware that she doesn't understand his feelings. As she walks away, Daniela tells Yoshi that he should tell Raquel he can't live without her. Later, she watches Ari's training. Soon it starts to rain, and everyone runs for cover, but she remains, watching him. When it's time to go home, she hides and watches him walk in the rain, following him to a local park where he is smoking. He immediately notices her and asks why she is following him. Raquel tries to act nonchalant, but Ares sees through her. He writes her Wi-Fi password, revealing that he knows she calls him Greek god. He admits that he not only hacked her Wi-Fi but also went through her files, searches and photos. He wonders what Raquel wants from him. He jokingly assumes she wants to see his room and sleep with him, but Raquel corrects him. She says she wants him to fall in love with her. Ares laughs and says she's not his type, but Raquel challenges him. He proposes a game. He'll walk her home if she lets him kiss her anywhere he chooses. Raquel, scared to walk alone in the dark, agrees. He approaches her to kiss her, but then stops, refusing to kiss her, and tells her to walk. That night, they walked to her home. "Thanks for the Wi-Fi," he said. As soon as she got inside, she unplugged the Wi-Fi, saying, "My Wi-Fi, my rules." Later, she spent the night with her mother, looking at his social media story. When she returned to her room, she found her window open and her computer tampered with. Ares emerged from the shadows, having reconnected her Wi-Fi himself. He picked up a book from her desk. The Temple. Written by her deceased father. She threatened to sue him for climbing through her window, but Ares called her bluff, pointing out that stalkers don't report the people they stalk. Ares argues that entering her room uninvited is a form of stalking. He traps her against her chair, creating a sexually charged atmosphere. He questions whether she trusts him. He touches her, increasing physical intimacy, but suddenly halts and distracts from the situation by commenting on the untidiness of her room. He departs, repeating his witch nickname and advising her to tidy her hair. The next morning, Raquel and Yoshi are at the grocery store where Raquel works. Ares appears suddenly, ignoring Yoshi completely to speak to Raquel. He invites her to the opening of a new club his brother is launching. He tells her she is on the list and can bring a +1. Yoshi is hostile, but Raquel is excited. Raquel attends the party, dressing up to impress. She brings Daniela, who is miserable and cynical about the elite crowd. At the door of the VIP section, she sees him enter and follows him to enter, but the bouncer denies her entry. But Artemis appears, saving her, but he deliberately humbles the younger brother so as not to let them in. Inside, Ares is acting aloof. She leaves and reappears behind the door. Approaching him, she asks what he's running from and then declares that even with all the information he has on her, she can still surprise him, and she pushes him into a chair. She jumps onto his lap and begins to kiss him, but when he tries to kiss her back, she refuses, calling it Greek god karma, and walks to the bar. There, she encounters Apollo, his older brother, who refuses to serve alcohol to him. Feeling sorry for him, Raquel orders a vodka soda for Apollo, claiming it's for her friend Daniela, and then hands it to him, showing him her friend. Later, Apollo is drunk, so Raquel and Daniela have to take him to their home. In her home, Aries appears at the window and asks if Raquel gives a drink to Apollo, which she approves. Then, Aries tells her that Apollo's father knows Apollo doesn't come home drunk. Then, Aries shows a vulnerable side, revealing his allergy to chlorine and why he doesn't swim in the pool. Raquel calls him out, saying she saw him swimming. He distracts her by talking about his father's work schedule, explaining that they can't go to Apollo's house until his father leaves in the morning, so he has to sleep there. He invites Raquel to bed, and she lies down in the middle. Aries starts touching her, which arouses her. At school, rumors fly that Raquel slept with Aries. Yoshi is furious, convinced Aries is using her. But when she returns home with Yoshi to study, Raquel finds a gift from Aries. He warns her not to let his brother take the phone, as he broke her phone last night. Raquel goes to the mansion to return the phone. A maid, Claudia, greets her and leads her to Aries' room. Raquel finds Aries in the game room, talking to another girl. Aries says it's rude to return a gift, claiming he's trying to be nice. Raquel refuses the phone, saying he's also nice to other girls. Aries asks if she's jealous. Raquel tries to leave, but he stops her and asks if he can kiss her. She initially refuses, but then moves toward him. They start having sex, but Aries stops, asking if she's sure. Raquel confirms. Afterward, Aries becomes cold and distant, treating the encounter like a transaction. He tells her to take the phone and leave. Humiliated, Raquel calls him a dickhead and leaves, but forgets her necklace. Raquel attempts to move forward by concentrating on her studies and her relationship with Yoshi. However, she unexpectedly sees her necklace on Yoshi's neck and goes to his house. While walking through the Hidalgo estate, she encounters Apollo and his friends playing Never Have I Ever and joins them. The game becomes unpleasant when Aries joins and directs his questions at Raquel. When the question "Never have I ever broken a heart" is asked, the tension between Raquel and Aries is obvious. Subsequently, someone poses the question, "Never have I ever hooked up with someone in this circle," and both Raquel and Aries take a drink, revealing their intimacy issues. Later, Aries pushes Raquel into the pool. He admits that his allergy wasn't a lie. Raquel asks him for her necklace, and he says it's upstairs. There he returns the necklace, and they engage in sexual activity, which she encourages him to do. Raquel wakes up in Aries' bed the following morning. Aries sneaks out, instructing his maid to tell Raquel that he has left and that she should go home. She talks to her friend Yoshi and apologizes. Aries then ghosts Raquel again. At a party, Raquel sees Aries, but he ignores her. Upset, she drinks heavily with Daniela and Yoshi. She sends Aries a drunken text. "I hate you because you make me feel things." Later, Aries finds Raquel drunk in the street after the party. He takes her to her room to sober her up. He tells her a bedtime story that is actually the history of his family. He explains that he once found his mother cheating on his father. He and Artemis told their father. His father then showed Aries photos of women, teaching him that love makes us weak. This traumatic experience is why Aries refuses to fall in love, believing it destroys families. Raquel listens and understands that his emotional distance is a way to protect himself. She asks him if he has ever been in love. He looks at her and replies, "I think I have." The following day, Aries meets with his father at the Alpha 3 offices. His father pressures him to study economics at Stanford so he can eventually run the family business. He tells Aries he can sleep with other women, but to forget about Raquel. However, Aries can't get her out of his mind. Later, at school, Aries plays in a soccer match. After scoring a goal, he points to Raquel in the stands and dedicates it to her publicly. Following the game, he apologizes for his past behavior and invites her to a masquerade ball, a company event, as his date. He assures her he wants to treat her right this time. Despite Yoshi's warnings that Aries is only using her, Raquel accepts his invitation. Aries picks her up, but instead of going on their date, he takes her to the Alpha 3 tower at night. They have a private dinner on the empty roof, enjoying the city view. He compliments her writing and encourages her to publish her stories. Later, she invites him to her prom, and he accepts. After this intimate moment, their connection deepens day after day. However, his father shows him the video and confronts him about whether this is what he intends to do with the company. Aries argues that he will not go to the USA and refuses to accept the job. He then goes directly to Raquel's workplace and applies for a job there, but his actions are witnessed by his brother. Reality then sets in. The day of the big party arrives, which is a crucial event for Alpha 3 to secure a Chinese investor, Liu Hao. Artemis warns Aries that he must present a perfect image. Raquel arrives at the party looking stunning. But as she enters, she realizes something is wrong. Aries' parents are there, and they are shocked to see her. They didn't know she was coming. Artemis humiliates Raquel, sneering at her. The mother makes a passive-aggressive comment about Raquel never having been to the opera. Raquel soon sees her mother working as a waitress. Raquel accidentally spills a drink on herself and falls. She rushes to the elevator and asks the man if he loves her, but he cannot say anything. Raquel, heartbroken, leaves the party. Then, his older brother confronts him, telling him that he is an Alpha 3 and shouldn't be falling in love like this. Raquel becomes depressed and throws herself into her studies. As the school prom nears, Apollo asks Daniela to be his date, but she turns him down despite their age difference. Later, Aries tries to apologize to Raquel again at her workplace, but she rejects him. He asks her if he can come to the prom, but she refuses to go with him, leaving Aries feeling desperate. At the prom, Yoshi is waiting for Raquel. While the Aries is stuck in the family dinner, after that he run to the prom, looking for her. Yoshi confronts Aries outside. He delivers a brutal truth. Aries treats Raquel like a toy to pass the time before he leaves for Stanford. Yoshi accuses him of planning to ghost her just like he does everyone else. Aries confesses he's been a jerk but says he loves her. Yoshi, tired of seeing his friends suffer, loses his temper and shoves Aries, who falls into the school pool. Aries doesn't come up. Yoshi then tells Raquel that he found Aries and they fought in the pool. She races to the pool and sees Aries floating, unconscious. They pull him out, but he's not breathing. An ambulance arrives and he's taken to the ICU. At the hospital, the Hidalgo family gathers. The father blames Raquel, saying everything went wrong since she arrived. Raquel's mother stands up to him, screaming that if he doesn't know what love is, he should shut up. The doctor informs them that Aries is in critical condition. Aries survives. He wakes up in the hospital room to find Raquel there. He jokes about the potion the witch gave him. He tells her he loves her. The near-death experience changes the Hidalgo family dynamic. The parents realize they almost lost their son over their rigid expectations. They finally agree to let Aries pursue his dream of studying medicine instead of economics. However, the best medical school is in Stockholm, 1,800 miles away. Aries must leave. They spend the summer together, inseparable, making love everywhere from the bedroom to the beach. On the day of his departure at the airport, Aries makes a final confession. He admits he broke his own Wi-Fi on purpose that first day just to have an excuse to talk to her. It wasn't just Raquel stalking him, he was watching her too. They share a final kiss before Aries boards the plane. Raquel watches him leave, understanding that love sometimes means allowing someone to follow their dreams. 4 months pass. Raquel reads aloud from her new story. It's about her and Aries. She has overcome her writer's block and regained her confidence. Aries, now in Stockholm, texts Raquel, expressing his difficulty with the distance. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.